White Lotus is testing all of us. We didn't discuss episode 5 last week, the full moon party episode, where there was a Bangkok detour and a scene with Rick and his old mate Frank that quite frankly derailed a lot of people. It really made them question all that they hold dear. And before we get to that, obviously we did finally get the Never Have I Ever turns into a Flowers in the Attic set in Ibiza. Brothers getting together.
Yeah. The incest storyline wasn't just a tease.
The incest storyline happened, but the way it was shot, it was so tender. It was like a Lana Del Rey film clip, and I'm like, am I supporting the incest? Like, I find a part of my brain thinking, oh, good for them. And then I'm like, wait, they're brothers. And then I'm like, but not in real life, so it's okay.
I think that legitimately, because I'm often sitting there going, I should be way more troubled by this than I am, but because you know that the actors aren't brothers, you're like,
yeah, well.
And also, like, it feels like incest storylines with siblings it is astonishingly, they've been so frequent in the modern era of TV. Like, this is hardly our first rodeo with siblings fucking.
No, but back to Flowers in the Attic reference, I remember reading that just being absolutely
scandalized.
Oh my God. Didn't stop me reading it.
No.
God, I love that series. I devoured that book. God, what is wrong with me? I think, though, what I did laugh at, these two men sit down together, obviously, and then we have Sam Rockwell's character detailing, I guess, decades of repressed experiences, trauma, self-discovery over a chamomile tea. But that conversation, and we both agree,
riveting.
It's the best thing about the season.
I know, it's a little bit of a problem for the season. The most riveting thing had nothing to do with the resort whatsoever. In fact, that's a bit of a persistent thing. Every time they leave the resort, something interesting finally happens. But it was also just because, like, as an acting showcase, obviously Sam Rockwell is amazing and showed it. Like, whatever you think of the text he had to say.
Mate.
Riveting performance, but also full credit to the guy opposite him reacting who's
Rick.
given iconic reactions.
But it was like he was chewing walnuts and constipated at the same time. He's just like, it's just the whole time. And I love Sam's just sitting there saying, you know, I came to Thailand, I lost my mind, I shagged half of Bangkok. I might be bisexual, but I'm too exhausted to think about it. It was that vibe and the reaction. And those two are really good mates in real life, like the best of friends.
And Rockwell is, of course, married to Leslie Bibb.
Who's Severe Bob lady.
Severe Bob lady,
Real Housewives of White Lotus.
In the three women that you say
hate each other
by a gay man pretending to be a woman.
Correct.
Which is the foundation of my career.
Sidebar. Have you seen the actor that plays Rick? Have you seen his topless shots atop a horse?
No. I think I should rectify the situation.
Shit. So we move to the episode that has just screened, episode 6. And we revisit our favourite brothers, Saxon and Lachlan, who took brotherly love to a new level. And I don't know how to it was a threesome, if you haven't seen it, where Lachlan, the younger brother, whilst engaging in sexual activities with our model, I was going to say French, but she would yell at me, gives his brother a hand job.
As you do. To be clear, not that I've ever done. But.
Okay, you can't do that to me because I know your brothers and I'm a very visual person. That is not okay. But it was in a haze of substances and poor choices, but it's finally gone down. The thing that Mike has been teasing for 7 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
We finally get it.
He went there.
Yeah, and Chloe and Chelsea, obviously, are just delighting in how uncomfortable they can make the brothers. They're being very casual about the fact that there was just some light incest on the yacht.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Totally. Do you sit there? I'm almost troubled by how untroubled I am watching the scenes, but we've discussed that.
I said to you, it's like I'm sitting there going, am I rooting for these two?
But what I do
They're
like to imagine is like just the conversation of Patrick Schwarzenegger going to his father, going, I landed one of the main roles in White Lotus, and Arnie going, tell me, what happens with your character? He's like, wow.
Schwarzenegger sitting down every week to watch his son is the best thing I think
get
of.
jacked off by his on-screen younger brother.
Well, he wears the homage to the Terminator 2 character sunglasses. They're the sunglasses Arnie wore exactly in Terminator 2.
Wow.
The glasses that Saxon gets around in.
Wow.
His father's glasses from Terminator 2.
What a legacy.
And his father's sitting down each week to like watch his son. But for me,
I imagine Arnie always lights a cigar to watch TV, but I bet you when those scenes come on, he just takes the cigar out and puts it aside. He just watches it. Maybe he just watches the side of the screen out of respect.
I hope so. Belinda finally got some sex, which was fantastic with Pornchai.
Oh, I know, yeah. That was
To only
good.
be busted by the gorgeous son of hers with the smile that could light up a room. It'd almost wipe the incest from your brain watching her son smile. Piper obviously has told mum and dad she's moving to Thailand.
Piper, no!
And which they go and visit the monks. That poor Aldi Daniel Craig is just, that man needs to be put out of his misery.
He's really been wandering around in the same suicidal mode for many episodes. Now, it looked like he was having a bit of Buddhist transcendence at one point. But do you know what I think the best line is of the whole show? Wasn't even in that monologue. It was when, is it Natasha Rothwell? Said, this is my consent. Do you guys do that here? We just started. That was the Mike White that I adore.
But he is starting to lose people, and producers keep coming out and saying, just hang in there. All of the incest is part of a greater narrative arc. And I just can't think of what they're going to put in there that we're all going to look at each other and go, thank God one of the brothers gave the other a hand job. That totally makes, I just can't imagine
I'm
what
excited
piece
to
of
find out.
dialogue.
Well, everyone's being invited to this one dinner party at creepy old exes of, yes. And so I presume it's all going to come to a big crescendo.
At the dinner party?
Every season of White Lotus has been an episode longer than the last season. And part of me is feeling like maybe they had the episode length right earlier. See, for me, the star is Carrie Coon. I know you're not into those three. I love her. Oh, I love her. That
made me, those three, oh, mate. I could do without.
Triggering. Are you really?
Maybe triggering. They're the type of women I avoided like the plague.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
They're the type of women I was so afraid of offending or upsetting. Or also, as an autistic person, I know that at face value now, they're not giving me what they're saying behind closed doors.
Totally, yeah.
And they're the people I try and desperately read, but I can't.
Yeah.
No. I mean, they're brilliant. And, oh, mate, that whole, Anyway, we wait to see if it pays off. Do you think it will? Do you think we'll be sitting here eating our words?
I'm not declaring. I'm definitely saying that, I definitely felt like with the earlier seasons, they were delivering so much joy and hilarity and wrongness and everything like that for all of the early episodes that then the payoff was just an additional thing. Whereas this one, it does feel like I'm okay, like waiting for the...
But I'm still in.
He's a genius.
Stella and I still look at each other at the end of every episode and we're like, well...
Yeah.
But then every Monday morning we're like, yes,
I know.
White Lotus Day.
Oh, I love it. I mean, part of it is just the tactile, like, I want to be in that resort.
I don't now.
Oh, I would.
Besmirched forever.